Faster Than Light is a game where you play as a small ship struggling to escape an enemy fleet and reach your home sector. The enemy fleet is always at your heels, and you have to be careful to not let them overrun you. If you do manage to make it back to your home sector, there is a challenging surprise waiting for you. You manage the various systems of your ship, including oxygen, engines, weapons, and shields, and fulfill the fantasy of being a spaceship captain and managing your crew. In a GDC or Games Dev Conference lecture, the devs admitted that it was this fantasy that was the starting place for the game. It's interesting to play FTL with this in mind and seeing how successfully they pulled off their concept. As you play through the game, you upgrade the simple cruiser you started with into a real formidable ship. There are numerous subsystems and upgrades available for purchase on your ship, such as cloaking, where you become untargetable, a drone control bay, better sensors and shields, as well as various weapons ranging from bombs, missiles, and laser guns. You can upgrade some of the subsystems whenever you'd like, but for other additions you have to be lucky enough to find a shop. In FTL you have to balance exploring the various sectors for loot with proper time and fuel management so that you don't become stranded or allow the enemy fleet to catch up. If you are caught by the fleet, the resulting battles are extremely challenging and will likely leave your ship damaged. If you manage to complete the encounter, you will only be given a small amount of fuel to ensure you are able to escape to the next sector. FTL is a game meant to be played many times, with the sector routes randomizing and giving a fresh feel each time you play the game. There are a variety of unlockable ships with different strengths and weaknesses, allowing you to tailor runs to your liking and giving you something to work towards. There are also many different types of alien species that you can acquire as crew on your ship. Properly utilizing their unique skill sets will put you at an advantage. The combat in FTL is a real-time system where you simultaneously manage attacking the enemy ship and repairing and defending your own. You have to be careful not to focus too much on offense, lest your own ship succumb to a catastrophe like running out of oxygen or a fire engulfing your engines in flames. Luckily, you are able to pause at any time and carefully plan your next moves. The mood of FTL is a you against the world mentality, where you always are in danger from the incoming fleet. However, you have agency to decide what kind of ship you want to be. Will you turn a blind eye to the pirates and other problems plaguing the sectors, or will you help and become a hero? Whichever way you choose, there's a series of quests that you can complete as you explore the sectors, which will have rewards that will help you along your way. There are distress beacons, asteroid fields, and nebula galaxies scattered throughout the sectors to disrupt your path. You also have the agency to decide in which order you upgrade your ship. Will you max out your shields first or get an array of weapons? Will you buy the clone bay so you don't have to worry about your crew dying, or instead invest in a hacking module so you can disrupt the systems on the enemy ship? Perhaps you prefer to buy a teleporter and face your enemies in combat. Besides gaining different ships through completing the game, the ships have different layouts that you can unlock by completing specific achievements. These achievements are challenging and give you something to work towards, and the new layouts of the ship are a satisfying reward. The ship layouts add additional difficulty, and each provide a chance for a novel run through the game. FTL is polished, and the devs made numerous good choices when completing the game. The random crew names include the names of Kickstarter backers who helped with funding, and the music and sound effects really helped to provide the atmosphere of being deep in the dead of space. The top-down view of your and the enemy ships is clear and easy to understand and interact with, and it is enjoyable to watch the interactions as your missile flies across the screen or your beam drone starts a fire on the enemy ship. If you are a fan of science fiction and have dreamed of piloting a spaceship, then Faster Than Light is the game for you. It is a 2D, less complicated version of something like Elite Dangerous, but instead of realistic trade mechanics and flight simulation, FTL instead has a more RPG and roguelike take on the spaceship genre. Faster Than Light is one of my favorites, and I highly recommend playing it. Thanks for listening.